Picture this, a massive shipment of factory spare parts just backed up to your loading dock, and right behind it, a vendor's invoice for an absolutely staggering amount. We're talking 20 lot for rupees. Now, the warehouse team, they happily accepted the boxes, but your finance team is absolutely refusing to pay a single rupee, and the vendor is literally threatening a lawsuit. So why did this happen? Well, it's because a lazy buyer decided to order all those parts over a quick, casual phone call instead of generating a proper system purchase order. Okay, let's dive into this. In plain terms, a purchase order, or PO, is the official legally binding document sent by a buyer to a supplier. It explicitly details the exact items, the quantities, the agreed prices, and of course, those strict delivery dates. And here's the kicker. Once the vendor receives and accepts this specific document, it immediately transforms into an enforceable legal contract. Think about ordering food at a restaurant, looking at the menu and chatting about prices. Well, that's just negotiation. But when the waiter actually writes down one chicken burger, extra cheese, 500 rupees on his notepad and reads it back to you, that notepad becomes your purchase order. If the kitchen suddenly sends out a pizza instead, no way you have to pay for it, because it just doesn't match the strict written contract. The PO literally protects you from paying for the wrong order. So let's apply this to a real workplace scenario. Over at XYZ Limited, Ria has spent months finalizing complex negotiations for 1,000 safety helmets. She logs into her SAP system and clicks Release. Boom! The system generates a PDF document with a unique tracking number, PO-998877. She emails this right over to the vendor. Guys, this single piece of paper is the ultimate green light. It is so crucial that when the delivery truck finally arrives at the factory, the warehouse security guard won't even open the front gate unless the driver physically hands him a piece of paper with PO-998877 printed right on it. And this brilliantly illustrates a fundamental distinction that actually trips up a lot of systemic workflows. We're talking about mixing up the document that orders the goods with the document that bills for the goods. Look at it this way. The purchase order is created by the buyer. It happens before the delivery, and it basically means, please give me this. The invoice, on the other hand, that's created by the vendor, happens after the delivery, and it means you owe me money for this. You've got to keep those completely separate in your mind. Now, let's shift into detective mode for a second. How is it chronologically possible to receive a vendor's bill on Monday for an order your company didn't officially place until Thursday? The short answer is it's not. If you see this, it proves a rogue buyer illegally ordered goods verbally, completely bypassing the company's financial approval matrix. Which brings us perfectly to the ultimate auditor's red flag, the after-the-fact or post-facto PO. Auditors actively hunt for these. What happens is the angry vendor demands payment for that verbal Monday order, the rogue buyer panics, and they literally scramble to create a fake backdated PO in the system on Thursday just to force the finance team to clear the check. It's a huge compliance violation. So the absolute crucial takeaway from this explainer is the definitive corporate rule you just have to live by. No PO, no payment. Burn that into your memory. Thanks for diving into the mechanics of the purchase order with me today, and get ready, because next time we're going to flip the script and look at exactly what happens when that vendor's invoice actually hits the finance desk.